Wow. All right, so let's talk about like bullying, like to start off the
Ugh,
video. Like,
I don't like bullies. Like, to be honest, like I made fun of people, but I don't like bully like
yeah,
every single day. I just be like, please don't talk to me. Like, cause with some people, like no offense, like I have some people that are like a little weird to me. Like I'm weird myself, but I just it's like I
I
don't know.
think when it comes to people in general, we all have a little bit of weirdness in
Yeah.
ourselves.
So
But the
like
fact that people take that to an extent, and like they decide, oh, you're weird, and they just start like picking on someone, I feel like that isn't okay. I feel like that's like, okay, did you ever think that you're weird in some way? Because we all have a bit of crazy weirdness in ourselves. Some of us don't see it.
yeah, like you don't see me, but like I'm telling you, I be talking to myself. I'm like, I'm crazy. I'm like really crazy. I never tell no one that. And then because I like in my school, I'm known as like not like the shy girl, but like as someone shy and like mostly quiet. Like I don't defend myself because I remember I stood up to this bully, but she has professional training, so I got beat up. I'm gonna admit that I got beat up, but like it was only a few punches. So I'm like, and then they started bullying me for that. First of all, look, so I had a boy best friend. He was gay, right? Tell me
Yeah,
why, like, oh, that's not fucking fair. She knew boxing, you didn't. She knew that you will be weak, and she knew that she had a chance. Like, she knew that she's trying to aim for somebody weaker. You know what I mean? Like, because
yeah,
I'm small compared to anybody. I'm small and big at the same time. Like I'm small, I'm like fat, like. But she knew, like, because she knew that I was like talking shit. She was like, "Let me just take advantage of it." And then now everyone is like make fun of me, even some of my friends. Like I understand that, but at the same time, she was a big bully. Like I'm telling you, okay, one time she so we go to a program called Spark, right? So we go to Wells Fargo at Spark. It was in seventh grade, and I also remember this. So there's a weight limit on the elevator, right? Because of in case of packages, and if it's over that weight limit, they have this one other thing that carries bigger packages. So it was like 3,000 pounds, and she was like, "Hey, Samari, look at the weight limit. Can you get off?" And then I got so mad, I started crying. I went out and started crying. Like it was so disrespectful. And that's when I said, like, I'm not gonna respect you. You're disrespectful. Like, who says that?
true. Bullying, for because from personal experience, I've gone through a lifetime of bullying. I've been bullied for 10 years, and on every year has just gotten worse as a person.
Yeah,
So, like, not it's broke me down, but then I've learned at time, like, how, and I'm still learning. The thing about life is that you learn as you go. Nothing, it never just stops. It's always going to be there. But one thing that I've learned personally in certain situations is how to build myself up. Like, instead of letting it break me down, let it, like, build me up as a person. And if it breaks me, I can build that piece back together. But it changes me little by little, because each in okay, so it's like, I'm not great. Okay, well, I'm trying to think of the words. I'm not,
a great
do I
person.
wish do I wish I hadn't been bullied? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do do I regret being bullied? No. Because I'm actually grateful that I was bullied, because if I wasn't bullied, as harsh, and people hadn't said as harsh things as they were, I don't think I'd be the person that I am today. And I'm very generous. I like to help people out. That's just me.
Yeah,
And
that's just my
I feel
mom.
that bullying has taught me, to be more, humble, and more appreciative, and more considerate to other people and to other people's feelings.
Yeah,
And it also reminds me that, I'm not the only person who, who has feelings. There's other people who go through shit too. So that also helps too. Like, so just, that kind of knowledge and that kind of like, love, self-love, and then, at the same time to be like someone could say, oh, you're ugly, you're like the ugliest person in the world, and say something like that. it
Mhm.
it's also good because you're like, you could be like, what I tell myself is, no, they're just insecure, and I wish them the best on figuring out what they're insecure about. But as long as I love myself and I love who I am as a person, their opinions don't matter. So
Yeah, I understand that. But at the same time, I'd be like, like let's talk like a quick second about like school shootings. Like most school shootings are kind of like based on bullying, like kids that were like kind of bullied, and then
exactly. And
yeah,
that
like
irritates me. That
yeah,
really does irritate me because it's like people don't see that, harsh words,
yeah,
depending on who you say it to, can really affect them, not just emotionally and physically, but mentally too. You could be
exactly,
changing them from a whole mental state. So you can make them go from like the shyest, nicest kid in the school to being like the mass murderer in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like,
exactly. That's the problem, and parents are gonna be like, "Oh, you should go to hell." Blah 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 blah. You killed my child. If
yeah,
if one person kills
but they
specific
don't,
people,
they
the
don't,
reason
the parents
is
don't choose to,
probably the
consider.
reason why he's dead today.
Exactly,
I
they don't understand why they like to pinpoint and blame other people, but for like coming into school and shooting up. But it's like, let's break that down to the bone. Let's think about that for a moment. Were they being bullied? If they were, what for? And like, at least try to understand the situation, consider that bullying takes a toll in that, because it's it, a school shooting is a serious thing, and it's not something you should be like, oh,
joke.
your child did this, so go burn in hell. Like, no, that's something you got to be like, okay, what made them do it in the first place? What made them go into that mental state?
Exactly, but at the same
And
time, is the shooter's fault because you should have went to the principal. But if the principal or anybody didn't try to do nothing, that's not my problem. If I was nice to you, leave me out of it. Please don't shoot me, because I'm nice to everybody. I'm telling you, my mom is African. If she tell you she loves helping homeless people, she'd be like, stay out of drama and everything. My mom is like the kindest person in the world you will ever meet. Like, I can't get a boyfriend now, but when she meets my boyfriends, she'd be like, this person is okay. Let's see how it goes. But I'll be nice for him for now, even if she talks behind her back. She's like, she's not a person that will fake anything. She will like kind of tell you the truth. At the same time, she don't want to cause problems. She's not that type of person to cause problems, like at all. She'll listen to you and everything. That's why like I'm kind of people, because like when you see in like TV shows, you see how like when one kid gets bullied and then the next thing they start going on a killing spree. I just be like, Michael, this why don't bully no one in the world, because you don't know how mentally crazy these people are.
not only that, but you don't know what they could be going through at home. So
Yeah,
if they're going through some really tough shit at home, then
yeah.
them, you bullying them could really affect them a whole lot more.
Yeah. And then I'd be like, oh my God, like that said, I tell my little brother every day, if when we're watching a show where there's bullying and then they either kill themselves or they start killing those exact people that bully them, I'd be like, Michael, just be careful. Don't bully no one at all, because I don't want to see that happen to anybody, especially you. Like, I'm kind of overprotective with my brother because I had friends that like manipulate me and just like make fun of my brother. But like when I get to high school and I feel like I become stronger because I'm that type of person that's scared of people, I'm gonna be like, yo, don't touch my brother on my mama, yo, because I have to defend my mom. My mom is, I'm telling you, my mom is not the person that will like try to fight, like square up, what's up, like drag you. My mom is not that type of person. I don't even know how many fights she been in her life. I bet I probably don't know if she never been in one. So like that's why I'd be like, be careful, yo, because I don't want nobody, to like hurt him. Like I feel really sad. Like that should just get me so heated and so mad. Like it's just
Yeah.
we.
It, and it's sad too because bullying really takes a toll on people, not just mentally, not just emotionally and physically, but mentally as well.
Yeah.
So like for someone to um go through that type of shit, like go through, feel like, oh, now I'm gonna go to this school, bring a gun, and shoot up the whole school, and but
Yeah.
more importantly, I'm gonna hunt down the people who bullied me.
Yeah.
Like that's not a good thing, and that's like a sign, saying like, watch out. And like, instead of laughing about it and be like, this kid freaking tried to shoot up the school because of this and this and this, like,
Yeah. And then
no.
like if the person is like too young and they have to come back to the school, they're gonna make fun of him even more. You see what you guys are doing? Like that's how the world is nowadays. They don't take shit serious no more, and that's what gets me so heated. Like, you gotta take stuff more seriously. To be honest, I'm that person that would like to make fun of everything, but deep down inside, I'm the person that be like, oh shit, what the fuck, bro? That, like, I'm telling you, I'm like, because of bullying, I'm like, I feel like I'm mentally crazy. Like, the, the stuff they be doing, like, I have voices telling me to kill myself before. Like, in my head, I argue with the voice in my head. Like, that's not logically possible. Like, everyone got that little voice that'll tell them something. Oh, have this gut feeling, or be like, choose this, choose that. But me, it's a whole different story. I feel like if you keep bullying me, what is that gonna take me to? Like, I'm gonna let you guys win if I kill myself, or if I go to another school. That's why the first school I was bullied at, I moved to another school. The other school I was bullied at, I was like, I'm tired of y'all, but I'm gonna go back to the same school I went to. Like, everyone used to bully me, like turn it back on me, in like the same class. If I scream at one person, no, 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 get out. No. Exactly. Thank you. And close the light. But yeah, that's why I feel about it, and it's just, it's disrespectful in
If
general.
it is, and the thing is, if people aren't um if people aren't shooting up the school, then they're either cutting themselves or committing suicide,
Yeah.
and that's not okay because you know I feel like it's not just friends, but like family members. If you're like in such like a really really bad state and you feel like alone, I think it's ultimately part of the parents' job to be like, are you okay? Like, talk to me. Sit down with their child privately and be like, oh,
Yeah.
like, is everything okay? What's going on? Just have that like deep connection, that deep moment, that deep discussion with the child. Get to know what's going on instead of being so judgy. Because personally, I've had experiences where like I felt alone, and instead of people being there for me, I've been judged like in the most like hard and brutal ways,
Hmm.
like ways that I wish that never happens to me, and ways that I wish like you did never happens to anyone.
Hmm.
So um sorry, I'm
Like,
texting somebody at the same time because they have a question.
yeah, but like, I feel like, oh, what I was going to say, I want to say something real quick. Like, I feel like when I defend people for bullying, they be like, shut up, like, you're not gonna do nothing. But that's the type, like, I'm a crybaby. Like, I'm telling you this. Like, who's your favorite artist? I like Melanie Martinez and Billie Eilish. Like, I know the song like "Crybaby" by Melanie
I
Martinez, and I
Okay,
can.
that's another, actually that's a really good point. That is a really really good point, because I'm glad that you mentioned that, because a lot of the times people have different opinions, and just because you don't like the same thing as them, they get all judging. They're like, you don't like this person, you can go burn in hell, go hate yourself, go slit your wrist, and like all that stuff, because I've had
Yeah,
people tell me that shit before.
yeah.
So
Like, I know
like
some
I
people
think the
themselves.
judging, because we're not all the same people. We
Mhm.
each have we all like different things. We all like we all have our own styles and tastes, and we're all unique in our own certain way.
Yeah,
And
and like,
I actually said this when I was in a live yesterday. um pe- someone, this goes back because yesterday someone asked me in a relationship
Mm-hmm.
and about relationship advice, and I said, if someone can't, love you for who you are, accept you for the person that you are as a person, and support you through your goals, ambitions, your dreams, like, and all that stuff, and is not there for you, then you can't even consider them, a good part of your life, because in reality they're just toxic.
Yeah. Like, to be honest, I'm like that type of person. Like, I feel like if I get bullied too much, one day I'm gonna become a bully. Cause like in my head, I just be like thinking, oh, this person's too ugly for me. Oh wait, I get bullied for that. Like this person's too stupid. Oh wait, I get bullied for that. Like it don't make sense. Cause once you bully somebody, once they go on to high school, you don't know who they're gonna bully next. And then once we been bullied, and then what if the person you bully takes it too far, and then we made them person kill themselves, like uh TikTok, right? I saw this one POV, like a point of view, and it was talking about this girl, like how many kills you get on like you're gonna kill, how many people you're gonna kill in your life, right? And then she was like, oh blah blah blah, she was bullying this one girl like so bad, and she killed herself, and literally like it said one person you killed, and then shows the name or whatever. And I was like, you see, like she was like, oh shut the fuck up bitch, you fat bitch, blah 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 blah, blah whatever.
And that stuff irritates me. And actually, someone brought a knife to my school, and someone, made a kill list from my school, like, because they were being bullied so much, and they wanted to shoot up the school. They actually threatened to shoot up the school in front of the whole school. So, you know, um,
They
you
threatened my mom
know,
at school.
police
No,
got involved, parents got involved, and like all that stuff.
no, like
Like,
that's why if they actually like threatened like shoot up the school, I'm gonna come for you. Cause baby girl, I do not deserve to die. Nobody deserves to die, no matter how bad they are, unless you're a girl and it's boys that try to rape you or something.
and I
You
know
should
personally people who
not
have, overdosed on medication
yeah.
because of bullying. I know people personally, and there were days where, I had, like, I've cried myself to sleep, because I couldn't stop thinking about them, and like all that stuff. And
I feel you.
it it hurts me because it shows how brutal things can really be.
And I find like that really stupid. Like like people like I know people that had like problems at home. Like my one of my best friends I knew from elementary, she like in sixth grade, right? She like I'm telling you, I'm gonna miss her if I go to San Diego. Like one of the main reasons why I don't want to go to San Diego is because like I'm gonna like really miss her. One of out of because she's been the realest out of all of them. Like out of all of my friends, she never left my side, even if she was split between one of my other friends that I knew for 7 years. Like we all went to the same elementary school, but right now we're not talking to each other. Like, like
Well,
I
that's just
really
a part of life. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. Like, sometimes in life, you just, you go your own way. So, because sometimes that friend that you had at the time could have different ambitions as you, and
but
it
she used
may.
she like used to cut herself because what's it called of her dad, and then like her mom and dad got problems, and she always tell me everything. And I'm telling you, this is why I don't give people my passwords no more. That's why I'm not giving people my passwords, because when I talk to her, like I'm always there for her, she always there for me. And that's the only thing I like. That's I feel like that's one of the main reasons like I still like being alive. Like I'm not that person that's like super suicidal, but like I sometimes I used to have that thought. And then I feel bad that people have to go through this in life. Like I know it's just life, but like I cry myself to sleep. I'd be like, God, please, why? Like really, like change people. I want you to change people. Like did God forgive our sins for like no goddamn reason? Like what's the
Period.
yeah,
It
like what was the point for that? Like
it
Jesus,
hurts. It really does hurt.
it really does. And then the schools be like, oh, bully free, bully free. How is it bully free if people are still? Oh my God! Let me tell you something. I need to find her name. bro. I'm telling you.
And another thing that I've realized people bully, one of the, it's not just like, ethnicity and race and all that.
Yeah,
It's also, if you're part of, the LGBTQ community,
or
like,
disabled or something like that. And I just be like, y'all are so wrong for that. Like,
exactly. Like, you guys say that you're Christians and all that, but yet you judge on such a personal level. You
yes,
just because
that's like,
you find out that someone's, part of that community, either they're
yeah,
lesbian, they're gay, they're
just like
bi,
my
they're
mom.
pan, they're trans. It don't matter because that's not, it doesn't, mean that they're a bad person.
Yeah, my
It
mom's like,
They could
my
be,
mom is kind of,
gay and, be like one of the most nicest people that you could ever meet in your life.
yeah, and like my mom is kind of against that. At the same time, she's like, it's okay. Like I still love everybody. It don't matter. Like, but it's like, sometimes like God says like you're not supposed to love your own gender, but at the same time, I feel like that's not how God would put it. I feel like God made like like gay for a reason, because to see how we're gonna treat the world. Like that's why we're not all one color. You know what I mean? You want to see what if Jesus had to really forgive these people's sins. Like he did not send his own son to Virgin Mary for you to celebrate Virgin Mary, or for you to kill each other for no reason. Like, oh, let me tell you something. I remember this one Hispanic girl, right? She got bullied, and I'm telling you, she was really pretty. Tell me why. It was on the news for like a few years ago, and then they were like literally making memes about her. Like they were making memes about her dying.
And that's not right either. That is like one of the most
At the same
disrespectful things that you could do.
That's the most disrespectful. And if someone did that once in their life, I'm telling you, you go to hell. Like the gay boy that was cussing me out, someone's best friend had died, right? And he was like, oh, blah blah
Hey,
blah blah blah
Savannah.
blah 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 blah. I don't give a fuck about your friend that she died, bitch. I don't give a fuck how. Blah, 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 blah. I was like, what the? Like,
And
how
that's
disrespectful
disrespectful
are
on like
you?
so many levels. And LGBTQ is not, it doesn't make you like any less of a person. It just,
Exactly.
being okay is, it's part of who you are. And people shouldn't be like, oh, um people shouldn't be like, oh, you shouldn't be gay, blah 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 blah, and like judge you for that stuff, because that's like, it's like you got to think about that. If you're going to take strip that away from someone, you got to
Mhm.
take into consideration that you're stripping part of their personality and who they are as a person away from them. And if
Mhm.
you like that person but you don't like the fact that they're gay, then you're most likely gonna not like that person once you take that part of them away.
Exactly. Like I'm to be honest, I love gay people. Like I really don't care what my parents say. I just be like, let just not judge them. Like I don't care. Unless they're nice to me, I'll be nice to you back. That's the problem. But if we got a problem for no reason, then I got a problem to say something. And if you touch me, I don't care if you're a boy or girl. I'm just saying, I might fight you. Like I used to have a gay best friend, and me and him used to fight a lot. Like even play fighting, we'd be play fighting hard. If we were like real fighting in real life, bro, I don't know who gonna win. Like we would probably drag each other every few seconds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I loved him so much. Like he was there for me, but then now he changed to a different person. I'm telling you, he's like the type of person that will look like a girl at first. If he's wearing a hoodie and you do not see his hair, he will look like a girl at first. And then when he takes it, he will be like, "Oh wait, you a whole dude?" Bro, I be loving that reaction in people, and I just love him for that. Like, he got more feminism than me. Like I'm confused. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm the type of girl that be like, I don't care how I dress. As
And
long as
you see me because we all Yubo. So but you see me, like, if I find out that someone's, gay, trans, or whatever, like, I welcome them with open arms, because
yeah,
I'm it's part of who they are. And part of accepting someone as a person is accepting who they are as a person. And yeah, we don't have to like everyone.
yeah. Like,
but you gotta at least be willing to try and
Exactly.
be like,
yeah,
okay, and get to know them as a person and then make a judgment instead of looking at them, oh, you're gay, you're trans, I don't want to talk to you. You can get out of my life. Like,
and
that's
like
messed up.
but the thing, like, most Christians, like, they don't like gay people. But I seen these like posts, like, where gay people, like, they take it a little too far, where they like be celebrating Satan and be like, yeah, say if God doesn't love us, Satan loves us. See, this is a reason why people kind of hate you now. Like, most Christians be like that. Like, I'd be like, wait, what? No, 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 no. You can't be saying that. Like, it's like that's gonna make me judge you. Like, I don't want. I love God. I'm telling you, I'm a person that loves God. Even if I don't, if it doesn't seem like I don't pray, if even if I cuss a lot, I love God in my heart. Like, even if He doesn't talk to me back, I talk to Him every single day. Like, I'd be like, God, please help me, or oh, like, God, today, I'd be talking to myself and I'd be talking to God. Who if I don't have nobody else to talk to? Like, I don't have
Yeah.
no like to tell you, to be honest, in this household, I was thinking of like I want to go to San Diego to like be with more with the white kids, because over here is kind of too ghetto. So I'm like, I want to see how it's gonna go with the white kids first, and if it doesn't go well and like kids are still bullying me, and then I have to actually put my hands on somebody, which the type of person I'm not, then I probably go back to the ghetto and let's see how that works.
Hmm.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you, like I've seen like places where people bullied and then they do physically bully. Here it's verbally bully. But if I see anyone physically bully somebody, then we're running up. If you jump somebody, then we're running up. If you snuck somebody and beat them up, especially if you know they don't know how to fight or they don't like fighting, I'm gonna run up. I don't care. I never jumped somebody in my life. I never sneaked somebody in my life. I never find somebody I know that doesn't know how to fight in my life, because I think everybody knows how to fight. I'm like that type of person that's scared of every single body. Like, even my mom knows. That's why she'd be like, "Don't fight, don't fight, don't fight," because she's that type of person that be like, "Be careful, smart. There's people out there in this world that know how to like rock your shit." And I'd be like, "Yes, mom, I know." But if at some points I gotta defend myself where they have to touch me physically, especially slap me in the face, unless we're not playing around, then I probably have to drag somebody. Even if I don't know how to fight, at some point I know I need to defend myself in some type of way, because I'm not just gonna get punked and then people are gonna re-bully me more and more and
This
more and
is
more.
such a touching and heart-filled YouTube video, I swear.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll introduce myself real quick. Since I just got on here, I'm Savannah. I'm Billy's friend. Nice to meet you.
Say hi to
Um,
YouTube.
Hi,
Hi,
YouTube. I'm Savannah. Welcome to the Zoom meeting where we talk about stupid people doing stupid shit. So
Yes.
don't be
period.
dumb and don't bully kids, because that's fucking the dumbest shit that I've ever heard.
No
You,
Exactly.
matter their race, ethnicity, and whether they're part of the LGBT community
sexuality,
or not.
Yes,
doesn't
Sexuality
matter,
is
honey.
such a beautiful thing, and you need to just, accept and love people.
I like
And
how
you
people
can't
like to
love
say,
anyone else unless you love who you are.
yes.
So,
Exactly.
I like
Just
how
remember to
people
love
like to
yourself.
say race and this. I can't say words right. Ethnicity, like mixed up together. It don't make sense. Like, how can you guys get those two mixed up together? They're like whole different things. And then, have you guys heard of reverse racism? People are saying
No.
oh, are
reverse
you
race.
talking about like when someone transitions from like one race to another, like how they go from like white to black or black to white?
No, they're talking about like black people can be racist.
Oh, we all can be racist. We all.
Yeah, we could be racist, but no, the reason why they when we say stuff about like white people or some other people, they don't consider us racist because of the stuff like white people did. Like, I feel like everyone in this generation, I thought this generation would be better than the old generation. Like, I thought these people would be more loving and caring and saying racism and all this stuff. You see my skin color, even with the lights on. I'm telling you, I'm black. I'm black as hell, and I'm gonna admit that. I'm fat. I'm fat as hell, and I'm gonna admit that. It doesn't matter, because that's who I am, and I can't change it. I try to lose weight, and I'm losing weight now. I don't care. School can leave me alone, because I'm trying to get that summer body. Because once murder hornets are gone, flying spiders don't come over here, and Corona's gone, I'm going to the beach and I'm showing my body off. Period. And I'm gonna be on Instagram. I'm
That's
gonna be
on period.
I so
Yes.
rightfully
Self
so
confidence. Self
yes,
confidence. When you can just, be that, like, me personally, like, I'm kind of insecure about, like, when it comes to, like, the beach, there's a reason why I don't take off my shirt. Put it that
exactly.
I wear like a
Like
swim shirt.
I
But it's
have
like,
like some
you know, we all have that little insecurity about ourselves, whether it's like, our butt, our eyes, our whatever. You could have an insecurity about anything. Me personally, I'm insecure about my chest. Like my upper body is like what I'm insecure about. Everything else, I'm like, I will show this off in a beach in a pool. I don't care.
yeah,
But
like no called like people, you know how like girls like boys be like mean to girls like if you got a
Go lay
hip
down.
or something like you got saggy boobs. And then I see girls that be like showing that shit off and they be like, I don't give a fuck if my pussy this way or this way. I'd be like, huh, it's kind of not to be embarrassed by that, but like if girls know they're ugly and they know they don't pretend to be cute when they're really not, I respect girls for that because they'd be like, see, I'm this type of person. You see how I am. I'm not gonna fake to be some other person that I'm not. Like I don't need to Photoshop my pictures. I don't need to make it look
I used
this.
to do that. I used to do that. I used to Photoshop my pictures. I used to, put on one thing that I did for many years because I've had, social media since like
Mhm.
before, since like before I even had a phone. So
Mhm.
social media is a good thing, but I think, like people put off some people put off an image that isn't really them, so like when they're feeling like insecure, sad, lonely, depressed, instead of putting their true feelings out, they put on that fake happy face, and it's just like, yo, I'm having the best time of my life, when really inside they're
Just
crying their eyes out. So
yeah.
I think
Like have
people
you
need
guys
to be
heard?
more expressive, and people need to
Yeah.
support more and be like, what's wrong, like, you can talk to me no matter what, and not be, give that fake energy, because
Yeah.
fake people are part of the reason why there is suicide rates, and all this stuff has gone through the roof within like the past like 4 years. And
Yeah.
social media has something to do with that too, as much as people don't want to, they don't want to admit it and be like, oh yeah, social media is a good thing, but it also has toxic effects on people.
Yeah. Like I'm telling you this now. Like I'm telling you right now. Doesn't mean because like I have my own whole entire race. We all love each other. I'm telling you, our race is divided by everything. Like in my black community, dark skins, they're considered as like outcasted like people. Like I'm telling you, dark skins are considered outcast. Light skins are considered pretty. Milk chocolate are like between. They're not outcast at the same time. People consider them pretty. They take them too, and then like in the and like I seen TikToks like everywhere, like where black people be
This
like,
thing, okay, pause. I'm gonna pause you for a moment. This thing is marked till like 3:15 to, because it'll end, because there's like more, because there's like three people, and it only gives me like a 40 minute. So if this live like ends, like just shuts down, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make another Zoom, and then I'm gonna send y'all the codes and stuff. All right.
Okay.
it's like,
But it just, I agree with Sally, because she's speaking facts, and I mean, me me and Savannah can relate on like such a personal level, because bullying takes a toll, and then on top of that, you know like LGBTQ, like that's a lot of that's the it's there's a big it's a bullying is like such a big reason why so many people in the LGBT community, it takes them years, some of them don't even come out to like they're 40 years old, because of the insecurity, and the fear of being judged, because they're judged because of how they act, before people even know what, like, who they are as a person.
yeah, and like I remember where I saw this one kid. Also another where a kid, a gay a nigga, he was black, right? He got bullied and then he killed himself. And I'm telling you, people were making fun of that shit. I was so heated, bro. Like I was punching the walls and crying and everything. I was like, how that type of shit is acceptable? Like, how do you guys accept that type of thing? Like, as a 14-year-old, like this type of mind, I'm not the smartest, I'm not the dumbest, but like at some points, I will tell you the truth. And even if I seem fake or I talk fake or I act fake most of the time, I'm in my head. I feel like no, let me just tell you this. I'm gonna be truthful for once. This shit is not okay. This is not okay at all. And I be telling my mom, if someone really says something to us, like on the street, I will not hesitate to cuss them out and be like, see, sir, you have no, see, ma'am or sir, you have no right to say anything about anybody, because that stuff is not acceptable. Like, tell me this one time, this one guy, it was a we went to Food for Less, right? We went to go buy some stuff because Food for Less got the good deals on the food and stuff and have the good foods. And I live next to a store, so we took an Uber, right? And I'm telling you, there was this one like I'm not like judging him, but there was this one huge guy, right? And like his ankles were swollen and everything, they were big. And tell me why everyone was looking at him and whispering and everything. I was like, see what you guys are doing, like see what are you guys are doing, like what's wrong with you, like I feel like it gets me so heated. I was like, mommy, look, like I feel bad for him. Like like this, like while he was walking, it kind of looks painful. Like I really wanted to help him, but we got to keep a distance because like his legs are swollen and he was trying to walk. And I don't know how like his life is, but it's probably like determination. Like he's probably trying to lose weight or something, or like you guys,
Mm-hmm.
like I got eating problems. Like people like I overeat. Like at some points, like right now, I don't feel like eating because like yesterday at Yubo, like tell me why, like at Yubo, like because people think I'm young and they were like, oh, take a ban a Sally from the live, blah 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 blah. Like, oh, I don't know if it was because of my race or like I looked young, but they got mad at me, and then I like had this whole bio. I was like, bitch, if you call me a bitch, put baddest in front of it, cause I'm a bad bitch, period. And I might look like an elementary schooler, but these hands graduated from college, so fuck. And then they're like, Samar, you're loud, la la la. Okay, cause I'm loud, it's cause I'm black. First of all, I, I, to be honest, I like my ghetto-ness. I don't give a fuck. I like my ghetto-ness, and I would not care, cause I'm that type of person. Be like,
Now, I personally have some family members because I'm not from the ghetto. I kind of I live in a nice neighborhood, and all this stuff. But some of my family members have told me like sometimes when I get like really pissed off, I can get a little bit ghetto, and that my because like some one time I was in a live and someone was like bullying me, and my cousin, one of my older cousins who's an adult already who lives on her own, all this stuff, um she happened to be at my house with me, and it was just me and her, and someone started bullying me, and I flipped off. I was cursing like there was no tomorrow. I was throwing threats out there. I was going crazy,
yeah,
and my cousin was like, "Damn, you can." My cousin was like, "Damn, you have a mouth, and you can get really ghetto when you're pissed off." And I was like, "If somebody tries me, I'm gonna give it to them, whether they like it or not. And if they got a problem with what I'm saying, then they can go." Because one
yeah,
thing that that irritates me is people will say the most dumbest shit over something so stupid, and it's like, yo, think about what you're gonna say before you go and say it, because you don't if you want this person to get pissed off, don't get them so pissed off to where they're gonna come at you, where they're gonna literally hunt you down.
yeah. Like,
Exactly.
have you heard like all bark but no bite, right?
No.
Like in my school, that shit, if you're like all bark or no bite, people will like fucking like attack you, bro. And then I'm telling you, they'll be like, "Oh, bitch, you're all bark or no bite, then fight me." I don't want to fight you, but if I gotta bark a lot for you to just leave me the fuck alone, I gotta do that. But if I gotta bite, you will not like my bite, because I don't know how to fight, but I do got some heavy hands. Like I was. I will swing at you and it will kind of hurt. Like, trust me. I will karate kick your ass if I knew some karate. No, I used to do karate in first grade. I'm telling you, I used to be a fast learner, bitch. If I was still in karate to this day, I'll probably be a black belt and whoop your fucking ass. Like, don't fucking play with me, my nigga, because I'm mentally crazy. I will fuck you. If I don't get the chance, even if I don't get one hit, I'ma still keep trying and give you one hit. I used to be that kid. If I get punched, I'ma just stop because I know myself. I'm gonna be like, let me just stop because I'm like a type of person that are able to take hits in. Like, I'll probably
And
cry
here
or
in
like fuck.
Florida, and there's a story that I have. Here in Florida, guard for someone, getting out of the car and holding a parking space for when that car comes for like, beach parking, that's illegal here. So, you're by law, you're not allowed to, stand in a parking space.
Mhm.
Um, and hold that parking space. My dad tried to do that, and this car was literally trying to like move in. My dad was like, "No, my wife and my kids, need this spot."
Mhm.
And they're getting closer and closer. They almost hit him, and they're getting closer and closer. And I literally was like, and my mom's like yelling at me and all this stuff, and I'm like, "No, if they hit my dad, I am going to flip. I'm gonna jump out this car, and I'm finna flip shit. I'm gonna break their window, and I'm gonna hurt them so damn bad." I was like,
Yeah,
I don't
like
care if I go to jail.
my
If
parents.
they got a problem, they can speak it up with me before they go and hit my father, because they were this close to like my dad's leg.
Yeah, bro, let me tell you something. I got a story similar to that, right? So my dad came to pick me up. I think my little brother was born by that time. He came to pick me up from my school, right? From my elementary school. My brother goes to the same elementary school I go to, because we got like so many schools that like is close to each other, and we like have shush. We got like we got a lot of food places near here. That's why I kind of love LA, because we got a lot of food places that I can walk in a walking distance or take the bus and it just not be too far. So we were near my house, right? Like, I live in this little twoplex and then dualplex or whatever they call it. And then my dad was talking to my mom, blah blah blah. They're separated, and then tell me why this car going keep hitting us. They're like boom, 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 until it was from the back too. And like my dad, he's crazy strong. He's 61, but once you see him, you guys think he's 40, and he be like he big, he got muscle, and he got heavy ass hands. Like every time he even place punch me, even if it's a little bit, bro, I'm telling you, that should be hurting. Like, my stomach be hurting. So tell me why my dad had to come outside and he was like, "Hey yo, can you stop fucking bumping our car? Like, you need to stop." Like, on God, like, he not ghetto, but he African. If he gotta defend me, especially if a grown ass man touch me any type of way, he will stop the shit out of you. He will stop the shit out of you, the dog shit. I'm gonna tell you that now. That's why I be
Why do
like,
I feel like we all wish that could happen? Like we all just
that.
want to see someone like
I want to see
like
my
someone
dad.
like
I
a dad
told
gets
my
so
dad
mad
this
he jumps
morning.
on top of the roof of the car and just drags the driver out by their head,
Exactly.
like
I
out
don't
the
know.
window.
I want to see my dad fight because my dad is like six something and he's like 60 years old. He got a good body for a 60-year-old, and like he got some muscles. And I'm telling you, like his muscles are like this motherfucking big, bro. And I'm like, damn.
He even hurts my
If you
hands
see
every
my
single
dad,
time
I
he
bet
touches
you
me
he
over
can
there.
rock your shit, bro. Like if you fuck with me like that, and then your parents knows about like you're bullying this person, and then you're talking shit about it, my dad will come up and be like, he will cuss the shit out of the fucking school. He would be like, "Oh, I know you guys are not fucking bullying my kid. You see that bitch got dragged. Like if I got dragged and he like you guys didn't see, you saw shit and like the school didn't do nothing. He's like, y'all can let them drag my kid. What the fuck is wrong with you bitches? Like what the fuck? Do I gotta do this bitch? Who the fuck?" I'm like,
My dad don't
like
play
my
no games.
like my
Play no
dad.
games.
Shush, go over there. And like my dad, I'm telling you, my dad kind of got road rage, right? And then we were driving, and this guy tried to like piss off, and then I'm telling you this, he rolled down the window, he went out the window, he was like, "Hey, what the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? Like, what is that?" I was like, "What the?" Like I never heard my dad curse like that before my whole entire life. And then he went back inside the window. He was telling me, he was like, "Oh, what the fuck, man? Like, what the?" I was like, "Oh my god, is this my dad? Is this my dad?"
My dad.
And I was
Is
like, "Oh
this
my
the
god,
man
for
that
real, bitch, I'm
created
not
me?
fuck the shit out of you,
Like
bro."
I realize how crazy my dad is, and I'm like, I get most stuff from my dad, so I'm like, I'm just wondering. I feel like I get this from my dad. Like I probably do get this from my dad because
Oh, my stepdad's
he,
batshit
I'm a little
crazy.
crazy. I'm a little cuckoo.
Wait, Savannah, what?
Yeah, that's why
I
like I
said,
don't date. Like people like really don't want to date me. Shush! Can you shut up? I'm sorry. He
You're
gets
good.
on my nerves. Get out for real. Like I'm crazy. I like boys don't want to date me because of the way I look. If you know my personality and you love me for my personality, and I don't show you my other side, cheat on me. I dare you. You will get dragged. Okay.
Like, okay, it's
And then
like
when my brother
basically,
becomes older,
you can date me,
if my
but
brother
don't pull out the other side of
his
me.
if I see his exactly. Like if my brother gets older, like I saw this TikTok, right? My brother get older, like, and his girlfriend's arguing, and he slaps the shit out of him. Bitch, if I got a wig on, I'm taking that off.
I love that she said that. Savannah, you heard that, right? She said that if her brother gets when she's older, if her brother gets a girlfriend, that yeah, and she slaps the shit out of him, that she would, if she had a wig on, she would take it off and beat the shit out of his girlfriend.
so like I have an experience with like bullying like outside my house. Literally my neighbor. So my neighbor is like 60 years old. My neighbor's 60. And I was getting ready for cheer practice in my front yard. And I was like doing my makeup in like the outside. I was like 13. And my stepdad was out there with me to make sure that nobody messed with me. And then this guy, he always walks around our house every day because he always goes on walks. He was like, I don't know why you're putting so much makeup on, you whore. I'm like, I'm
He said that to you?
Mm-hmm. I'm like, I'm 13 years old.
Name,
Never had a wig
name,
before.
address, and phone number.
So, and then I was like, how am I a whore? Please tell me, I'm getting ready for cheer. And then he was like, no, you're a fucking whore. I'm like, and I yelled for my stepdad. He's like, you just called me a whore. He's like, if you ever come near my daughter again, we will literally have some fucking issues. And he bought a fucking baseball bat.
Oh.
So now the guy is currently arrested. I don't know what for, not for that. But like, I couldn't even go to my cheer comp that day because of that. Because I was so mad and I was throwing up because that's how mad I was.
I've never heard of that, getting so mad that you throw up.
Yeah, I actually have that.
I've heard of like, getting so mad that, you cry.
No, me and my mom get sick. Like, if we get super duper mad, we get sick.
Oh,
Because it makes us.
That's something new. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
I learn something new every day.
Mm-hmm. Dog, if you don't stop biting on my goddamn toes, we're gonna have some issues. My puppy is really annoying. Come here, Tucky. Stop chewing on me. I'm not your chew toy, Bob. I'm you. Ouchie.
This is a juicy conversation to put on YouTube.
Okay, so
Like, comment, and subscribe.
I know.
Some tea, right?
Hey everyone, like,
I'm
comment,
gonna
and
expose my
subscribe to the
school. Like if
YouTube
people know me
channel.
tomorrow, I'm gonna expose my school. So like, let me tell you something.
Okay.
Bro. So my friend, right? I don't know if it's true, cause like
No, not me. Just come here.
I don't know. I'm in trouble, right? So the girl is in the school, right? And she is 7th grade, and I knew her since elementary. I know like my school friends from elementary. And bro, she got jumped. I heard she got jumped, right? Her other sister, her older sister that's in the same grade as me. They're both small. And she got jumped. Her little sister got jumped and she was crying. I was like, what happened, big girl? Like, I'm not gonna let that happen. And when she told me, I'm telling you, I got so motherfucking heated, bro. Like 5 8th graders jumped her. It was like a few 7th graders and then one. No, you
I have okay. I have a video where I have a
But
video of a girl in my school. She got her boyfriend dumped her on her
they
birthday.
said they like hold her legs and arms so she wouldn't hit back or back, and they grabbed her by her hair and started hitting her in the head, bitch. And then the other person that supposedly jumped, I knew her.
Yeah, I have a story of a girl in my
Horrible.
of a girl in my school. Her boyfriend broke up with her on the day of her birthday, and he was like, "Oh, he was like, happy birthday." He was like, "Happy birthday! Your gift is I'm breaking up with you." She got so mad that she broke the utensil machine in the cafeteria
Oh, jeez.
because he broke up with her in front of everyone in the cafeteria.
That is so, like, number one, that's so disrespectful to do it in front of a bunch of people. And number two, that's literally just like, that's embarrassing.
And you know, like she wanted to punch him, and her friend's holding her back. The administrator comes in, and you know, her friend, she just like she goes like this, like her friend's like, you know, grabbing her arms back, so she's like this, you know, trying to leap forward. Then she leans back and goes like this with her arms, and ends up walking. She went like this to the utensil machine as she walked. She went, boom! That thing broke, and I mean broke. It took them what I think 4 months, 4 or 5 months, just to get a new one. Yeah. So we had to go about 4 or 5 months without a utensil machine.
That's crazy. I mean, one time my best friend Lainey, she got broken up with, and it was on the day before summer break. So like we're all leaving like to go on our trip, because like when we were in middle school, because we always went on a trip on the last day of school, and we were going to the zoo that day. And literally she bought a bunch of stuff for him and like paid for all of his food, everything that he needed, because he didn't have the money at the time. So she paid for him, and I paid for some of his stuff too, because he was like one of my friends. And he literally dumped a big thing of slushy all over her head. I punched the shit out of him.
I would have too.
You do not do that to my best friend, because if I ever see you either talking to her disrespectfully or even do shit like that, hell no, bitch. And like literally her sister had to hold me back. I'm like, no, I'm not letting this happen. She's like, it's fine, it's fine. I'm like, no, it's not. He just poured shit on you. No, that's not okay. People just piss me off.
People don't piss me off now. If they do some stupid shit, then that pisses me off. Because it's like, come on, you have a head. You have a brain. Put it to use.
Exactly.
I mean, so like it okay. Now changing topic. Oh no, I'll be right back. I think I hear something. Hold on. I'm back.
Yeah.
But it's also let's talk about the government and coronavirus. Government, I hope you're watching this because you about to finna be exposed. I think the fact that, you know, that they decided to start dealing with the coronavirus later than they should have really, damaged is like,
He's glitching out really bad.
yeah, she's like good. Sally, you're glitching out really, really bad. But I think the coronavirus just really, I feel like they found something in it that, that is a similar, is like, they found one of the same, I guess, organisms or something, whatever it's called, that contributed to the outbreak in 2003. Now, the fact that they found out about this last year, the end of last year, and just now decides to do something about it, I feel like that was like really stupid on their part, because when they first noticed that it was like coming, they should have done something about it first, and
Yeah.
instead of pushing it off, being and being like, oh, maybe it'll just wear off. Now look at it. It's mm-mm. And it hurts me to know that people get the corona so damn quick, and then only they end up not making it.
Yeah, actually I haven't really told that many people, but I did have the virus, but it was not like as bad as like others get it. But I did have it and I did get tested, but I got tested like with blood work because
That's how they're going to be able
stepmom,
to tell if you have it.
yeah, because my stepmom works at a hospital and she got tested too, like literally everyone except my brother had it. It was one of the scariest things in my life, but I just kept on saying to myself, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. Even though sometimes people do not end up being okay, you just got to
gotta
think
have
of
that
it.
faith. You gotta have that positivity, hope, and
You have
faith.
to, and you have to know how to take care of yourself. And if you don't take care of yourself and don't go get tested, it's not going to get better.
It's not. So one thing that I found out, okay, so like cookies and like the sugary stuff, that weakens your immune system and makes you more vulnerable and susceptible to getting the coronavirus. So if you drink things like fruits, certain fruits though, like oranges, apples, tangerines, stuff like that, even orange juice, that helps boost your immune system.
Yeah.
So it's also like a diet too, which I think is good now that people know that, because now they can those who like want to get either like lose weight or get that fit body, that diet is helping them.
Yeah.
That diet is helping them. So it's good that people know that now, with the virus spreading around today. I'm glad I never got it, but it also hurts me that you had it, and I wish you had told me.
I was scared too because I thought I was going to fucking die. It was like 3 weeks ago. Wait, no. Yeah, like 3 weeks ago. I got tested. I'm clear now, but we are like taking precautions because
Some people who recover end up getting it again.
yes. So my stepmom.
What was that face you just went?
Because there's something outside. No, because there's something the fuck outside. There's literally something out there. I'm scared. Billy, I'm home alone right now, so I'm scared.
Oh shit.
Why is that moving?
It's probably like an acorn or something.
Acorns don't move by themselves.
They move because of wind.
Sorry, my dumbass dog is being dumb.
My dog is in the other room with my sister.
Well, that one looks fucking. Please tell me, does he look dead? He's on the ground. You can't really see him, but I think he's dead. Kaiser, are you dead? Are you dead? Are you dead? Oh no, he moved. Okay, we're good. He's not dead.
What?
I don't know how to do
You seem so
CPR.
happy asking that you're like, are you dead?
Are you dead,
Are you
baby?
dead?
Honey, come here. Come on. YouTube wants to see you. Come on. Come on. Come on. You are not that fucking lazy, bitch. Get up. Get up. Kaiser. Mwah. Oh, there you go, honey. Oh, well, here's him. He loves, like, the camera. Actually, I'll actually, like, turn on the light maybe so that might help him get up. Wake up, you whore. Wake up. Come here, baby. Come on.
To all my subscribers, comment down below how cute her dog is on a scale from 1 to 10.
Here's one of them. Fucking look, bitch. Bitch. Stop. No bite.
He look like he's slapping you. He look like he's slapping you.
He does look kind of ugly right now because he's trying to bite me, but like, Kaiser, come on, baby. I know you got it in you. Are you like that sick or something? Come on.
Oh, Sally's texting me now.
Come on. Yes, get up. Come here. No, over here, Kaiser. Over here. Hey, over here.
Yo, Savannah, the girl who was just in, Sally, she's texting me now.
Oh, Kaiser, over here. Come on, babe. Okay, and then here's my other dog. You can't really see him. Get up. Here he is.
Oh.
This is my big boy. He's my cuddle buddy.
He looks so drowsy, like he's tired.
He's so tired. He's always fucking tired. You're always tired. You. Okay, now my puppy is already laying on his bed. You better not be pissing on his bed. Yeah. You just scared the bejesus out of me, you bitch. You know that we're eating when Dad gets home.
I'm hungry.
Brock, I don't care. I just don't care. Point blank, period, don't care.
Is that your brother?
No, I didn't.
You were in there for like 10 minutes. What were you doing in there?
I was drinking chocolate milk. The whole time. I was just standing there drinking chocolate milk. Don't fucking judge me, you dickhead. Just calling it that. You look like a dickhead, actually. Like, your head looks like a dick. I'm just kidding. Okay, Tucker. Come say hi to YouTube right now. Come here, dummy. Come on.
Hold on, who was the guy talking?
My brother.
Does he want to show his face?
Come here. Yes. Okay.
He's
Down
like,
below if you want to see him, and then I'll post pictures
I'm telling you now.
and videos.
I'm going to right now.
you're glitching
you're
like
not.
really bad.
It's so glitchy.
You're glitching like really,
You're
really
so
bad.
glitchy.
You're
You're so
glitching like really, really
glitchy.
bad.
It's still glitching.
Really bad.
Me? Oh my God. I sound weird, huh?
Yes.
God damn it.
Why am
Savannah,
I
we
frozen?
said it at the same thing. We said it at the same time.
Why am I frozen?
You're not frozen.
Yes, I fucking am. Oh, never mind.
You're not frozen.
I'm not frozen anymore. Never mind. I was frozen at first because I was on the other screen.
I'm gonna say something.
Oh, I didn't mean to turn that off.
They're playing Sophia. They're playing Sophia something from Disney Channel.
I'm trying to understand what you're saying, but it's really hard.
So much to learn and see up in the castle with
Okay. I gotta go.
Okay.
royalty. I
Well, Sally, thank you for joining the Zoom meeting for YouTube talking about today's world.
Yeah.
Um, thank you, and I'll talk to you later. Okay,
All right. Bye.
bye. So, guys, that was the meeting for today. We It was a really juicy talk about a lot of political stuff and a lot of current day modern things that that goes on that you know things should just change. Yeah, so I had those two amazing girls that I personally know join me because they wanted to, and they felt that it was something good to talk about. So one thing I know about them is that they're very beautiful, humble people. They really do care and want to make a difference just as much as me. Sorry, I'm getting a text. um but yeah, it's all, yeah. So Bill Gang, if you really like this video, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on my post notifications so you know when I post so that way you know every time I post a video. Yeah, so I'll catch y'all later. Bye.